Dun, dun, da, yo, what's up? Yeah, Yakuza was fun yesterday, but really, in the end, if I'm gonna play Mahjong, it's gotta be on the Mahjong Soul website, and not in the Yakuza minigame. Even though I only played one game, but it's fine, don't worry about it. I've already done my event grinding for the event for today, so I don't have to worry about that. Don't have to weary about it. Usually when there's an event on or something, I'll just pop on and do a couple 3-player games just to like grind out the daily event points or whatever, because usually you can only do so much because it's all time gated. Humu humu. Humu humu humu. Not a bad starting hand. Even better. Eh. I guess I'll keep that. I could discard the 1-3 Kanchan at this point, or I could drop the 1-so as well. Wee, I'm glad I didn't. This could turn into a 3-4-5 Sanshoku, but if that happens then I don't really have a way of using the Dora, which would be kind of cringe, so I'd rather use the Dora. Well, if I pick up the 5, so I probably drop the 8-9 pin. Ah, that's a bit different, isn't it? Wait. Pawn? Okay. As you wish. I could certainly cheat and just go for Tanyao. Ah. Part of me wants to go for the Tanya. I've got, what is it? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 tiles to take me into Tenpai. What's up, Fortuna? That'll do quite nicely. That'll do quite nicely. That's pretty much... Points-wise, that's the best tile I could have gotten. Shape-wise, there could have been something better. A single weight on this... Oh! Ipots. Nice. Thank you, dealer, for pushing. Lovely. Oh wait, that wasn't Ipots because this guy cheated. Ah, the bastard. Took away my guaranteed Mangan. I've still got a Mangan anyway, but... I guess... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I just chi the 7 pin, I suppose, here. I don't chi that. I'll chi the 7 pin, but I probably won't chi anything else before that. I think even if I pick up a 3rd Nan, I probably will just drop it. Today's a good day? Did something good happen? Or just in general? Yeah. Got lost in a mail of cards that were a month in the post and then one at Ichi City. So you finally got some mail that you've been waiting for and then you did well in Ichi City, I guess? Sounds good. Sounds like a good day. It always feels like there are a bunch of times where I'll order packages and they'll just take like forever to get there and then they all arrive pretty close together and it's just like, hell yes, I got all of my shit, all the stuff I wanted. Oh my god, these drawers. Oh yeah. Do I cheat this? No, I won't. I can chi the 6 so, but if I chi the 5 so, it's just kind of awkward. It's just kind of awkward. I'll push. Thought I'd lost the mail? Damn. I remember there was a time where I ordered some CDs from Japan, but it was like the height of COVID back in like 2021 or whatever. I don't remember. And so they came through C-mail and it took 6 months, about 6 months for them to arrive. And I was like, worried that it was never going to arrive. I might deal in with this. Oh, I'm live. Because it was regular snail mail without tracking. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 7 so... I might not even get the Tempai at this point. This is rough. Hold on. Ah, Tsuma. I'm glad I didn't drop that 7 then. I should have just taken the chi when I had the chance. 8S was good. Yeah, I figured that if I drop the 8S, I can pawn from these two and get into Tempai that way. And I won't have to bet everything on chiing from Kamicha or Tsuma, but oh well. Even if I managed to pawn, I would have likely dropped the 7 and then dealt in, so I guess it's a good thing that it didn't happen in the end. I really should have just taken the chi on the 5 so back way when. .5% chance. No, tell me the odds. I don't even know how to calculate the odds, honestly. This is gonna get pawned. Oh, the silent. I guess they already have it? No? Hold on, here we go. There it is. There it is. Okay. I had a feeling this was Cheetoids. Yeah, this is Cheetoids, yep. This is Dama Cheetoids. So the Forso is perfectly safe. Because this guy's not going for... Yep. Thought so. I figured that Kamicho was either going for a Yakuhai or potentially, but not likely, Sanshoku with the 678. It'd be perfectly normal for me to drop south first. But I didn't. Yes, I made the right choice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5 if I pick up around here. Yes, Ranchanten. Oh, hello. Little bugger, what are you doing here? I guess I should just make the choice. Do I want to use that or not? Maybe I should just drop it and go for the Ranchanten. I could have kept that and tried for Sanshoku. Yes, okay. Ishaten. Ideally, the 4 or the 6 pin is what I want here. But if I get the 8 or the 7 pin, it's... The 8 or the 7 pin is like more points, but like getting the 8 or the 7 pin... Getting both would be really difficult to do because there's only 1 7 and 2 8s left. So yeah, just picking up around the 5. Even if I pick up a third Q pin, I'm probably not going to go into Tenpai with that. I don't want to discard. Do not want to discard the 5 pin. Well, it's Suji, so I might be able to risk it. Probably fold here. Like there's a chance I could rotate to an Itsu. There's certainly a chance. I'd have to push either the 5 pin or the 2 man, and if I'm going to do that, I'll be pushing the 5 pin. Oh, no, I can just chuck the 2 man out. And you got round anyway. Wait, oh, he had all the bloody Kyusos. A little bugger. Ideal Pinfu and Itsu, yeah. I don't think I could have gotten... I guess, yeah, technically I could have gotten the Pinfu. But I would have probably had to have picked up the 5 pin to do that, because even if I picked up the 2 man, I wouldn't have dropped the 5 pin to go into Tenpai there. Ishanten. Best case scenario, I get the 5 man. I'm keeping this 4 so, because if I pick up the 3 or the 5 around it, I've got Sanshoku. It takes me out of Ishanten if I go for it, but the points are good. Plus it pretty much guarantees a Ryan Menchan weight as well. Toyman Lichi. I guess I just drop the 1 pins and play it safe. I've got a 3 pin now, so I can do the 3/6 weight as well, which is good. The Forso looks clean at this point now. Like, it's technically Suji, But I don't like that he dropped the 8 before going into reach. I think it could be... It could potentially be 4-7, wait. Yeah, I really don't like that. Alright, we can drop the 3-pin. Or I could go for Cheatoids. I don't really have anything to drop if I go for Cheatoids. Some of this. What was it? 2-5. 2-5. Pretty close to a 4-7. So I wasn't that far off. I'm getting a little bit better at reading discards. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Rianchanten. Nice, 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 nice. It's so nice, I said it. I don't know how many times I said it, but it's nice. Nice. Even nicer. The nice get nicer and the rich get richer. Now, do I drop the 8-9 so, or do I drop the 7-8 pin? I don't really want to force Hoitsu here. And there's also no need to. I think I just dropped the 8-9 so rather than the 7-8 pin. Of course, if I pick up a 7 so or a 4 so, I'll just get rid of them. There's also the chance that I drop the 2 Isos and just use the Hatsu as a pair instead. Pinfu farm? You can't Pinfu farm on this hand. If you want to Pinfu farm, you have to drop both of the Hatsus. Pinfu doesn't work on this hand. You would, but you wouldn't. You can't. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't drop them. Yeah. Orewa Riichi Shineya. I probably deal in here. Oh, never mind, it's fine. I won't Riichi here. Like, I could easily Riichi here. I had a feeling it's something like that. I had a feeling he was going for Sozu. The early 4 so drop. That's why when I dropped the 8 so, I freaked out for a second because I was like, oh, what a wait. This could be like a 5-8 wait. I was like, oh no. Luckily, it was just the Sanzo for the Pinfu. But of course, with 3 daughters, I had to push anyway, so... Dora-san Yakuhai. Kind of hard to turn down, since they are safe. I mean, you don't know that. Like, it could have been a Tanki for the Hatsu, it could have been, like, a Shanpon for the Hatsu. We hadn't seen any of the others, like... Somebody could have easily pawned it. You view Dora as an upgrade for Mangan? I don't want the 6. I really don't want it. I really don't want it. It wouldn't have been Ron. I guess if you dropped it right at the start, you wouldn't have been Ron. Yeah, true. But I still don't think anyone in their right mind would have dropped them and gone for Pinfu. I was sad because I was like, I can't get the 345 Sanshoku. And like my hand is going away from the 345 Sanshoku. But now it's going back to the 456 Sanj. Oh my god, it's really going in for the 456. Giving me the Kanchan weight. Ah, now it's going back to the 345, but I've already dropped my damn 3-man. Now I can't do it. What a capricious hand this has turned into. Ah. Give me that back. I want it back. I want my Sashoku. Please. Oh, it came back to me. I can still 345 Sunshock. Oh, and he's dropped the 6, so the 6 is a safe tile. And the 4 is a safe tile, so he'll drop the 4 and I can cheat. I think Tuso is safe though. It's Toyman Suji. This guy's dropped 2 1s and a 3. I'll read it as safe, sure. I'll read the Tuso as safe. Wait, how many 4s are gone? 1, 2, 3. There's only 1 4-man left. Yeah, can't use that. Come on, please let me cheat something. I'm begging you. Just let me get to Tenpai, that's all I ask. Tenpai. Yes. Oh, daughter. What you humming about? I probably can't use this daughter. I should probably just get rid of it now. It's impeding my progress. Kamicha might pawn the 1 if I drop it. Let's find out. Wait. Oh, he didn't. Kamicha has 2 of them though, at least. Or at least that's a possibility. It's a possibility that Kamicha could have 2 of them. Yep, there you go. He's dropped 1. Although I didn't know if that was from the inside or from Tsumagiri. But if it was Tsumagiri, he wouldn't have just dropped it straight off like that. Yeah, see, he probably has a 3rd one in his hands too. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a 3rd one. Just the 2? Just the 2, okay. As for Shimocha, let me try and guess what weight it is. Never mind. Oh, good thing I'd got my 8s out when I did. If I'd waited any longer, those 8s would have gotten me dealt in. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Wow! Did not expect to pick up all that. Did not expect to get all that. Well, last push and that's that. You're right, it is all last. Like, it's nice to have Dora on one hand. On the other hand, I can't just call and go for Tanya. I have to actually build my hand properly. If I pick up the 1, the 2, the 4, or the 5, so I think I drop the 8. And maybe the 6, and just go for the Pinfu. Pinfu Damaten. Otherwise, it'll be pretty rough. There's the 1, drop that. Wait. So I can just go for a Damaten Pinfu here. Lichi Nomi. I can assure you it's much more valuable than Lichi Nomi. It would be Lichi Pinfu Dora-san. At least 3 daughters. Assuming that I choose to even go into Lichi, but there's genuinely no reason. Wait, you just need 300 points for the win? Exactly, so I'm not going into Lichi. No need to arouse suspicion. Dun 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 da 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 dun dun dun. Run. Oh, double run. But my hand's worth more, fool. My hand's just worth more. I win, you lose. That was close. If we had had the same amount of points for that hand, I wouldn't have taken first. Ugh. Yes. Race to the first. Better horse won. Let's go, Haru Urara. Best horse. Actually, my favorite horse is Machikane Fukukutaru. But Haru Urara is a good horse too. Uma Musume, in general. I like Uma Musume, but I also like the actual racing horses as well. I'm not like an avid consumer of horse racing stuff, but I do occasionally watch some races when they're on. And I did play Uma Musume for the first few months, but I got tired of it because I can't actually read anything in the game. So, like, the big draw about Uma Musume game is, like, all the stories and all, like, the little Easter eggs and the characters and all that, but, like, I can't read. Can't read. You go to live horse races once every 5 years? That's pretty cool. I've never been to a live horse race. I'd like to get more into horse racing. I'd like to learn, like, all the current horses' names and all that. Like, I'm currently getting into M League, and I'm really enjoying getting into M League. So I feel like getting into horse racing as well would be fun. They're fun in their own way. You can see other people get money on the horse. You can talk to the owners and jockeys. Wow. Seven pin is safe. I can rotate to Chitoits here. 7 pin is maybe still safe, I think. Technically, I'm in Ishanten if I just drop. I think 7 pin's safe though. Wait, that's correct. I like looking at the Twitter and seeing like people like travel out for pilgrimages to go see the horses at their stables or ranch or whatever. Like there's a bunch of ones where the people go to see Goldship and stuff like that, and you get to see the horses in their home, or like people feeding the horses and stuff like that. That stuff's cool. I like that. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. It's yeah, it's nice. You get to learn like each of the horses' like little personalities and stuff like that. I probably should have kept the Hatsu, because if I kept the Hatsu, I could have just called on it if I got it, and then I wouldn't have to worry about this confusing shape that my hand is taking. I suppose I dropped the 9 pin, because if I pick up the 7, it's 6-6, 6-7-8. Ah, but if I pick up the 7, it's better, because then it's 7-8-9, 6-6-6, and I've already got 2 pairs, so I don't really need... Yeah, I guess dropping the 1-man might be the best answer here. Or going for Cheetoits is also an answer that I could take here. Cheetoy or even Toy Toy is possible. But I kind of don't want a Toy Toy because of the 1-mans. It's just kind of, my options are a little bit shredded. I'm just going to rotate to Cheetoits. I'm just going to commit to Cheetoits. This hand's too difficult, so I'm giving up and going for Cheetoits. But it keeps giving me groups. It wants me to do something. It wants me to go into Lychee or something. But if I have to Shanpon Lychee on the damn... If I have to Shanpon Lychee on the damn pair Iman, I'm gonna cry. Ichinomi. I mean, that would entail dropping both of my daughters. Yeah, I'll just give up. Yes. Richi Nomi is cringe. If you want to be based, you do Tanya Nomi. Damaten Tanya Nomi. It's perfect. Please do not pawn my precious Chun, thank you. If you could, you would Chankan all the time. Remind me what Chankan is again? You bastard. You had the last fourth. Oh, right, Chankan. Okay. Got it. I'd love to see you get Rond for it. Dude, running a Chankan is... It feels so good. Yep. I've got a... You've done it 4 times in a stream? Damn. I probably could have just gone for the... I could have easily just gone for the Reach and settled it. But I think I want to go for the Tanyao. There's a potential Ipeiko in the midst and a potential Sanshoku Dojin, so like... It's still pretty early. I mean, it's getting towards mid-game for the round. But I feel like it's still early enough to do this. Oh, evil, damn. Stay away from me. I remember when I was playing 3-man Mahjong earlier, I think it was like yesterday or something, I was just playing it to get event points so that I didn't have to worry about it. But I was in Tempai for 4 little wins, waiting on the north and I think the west. And somebody did pair Dora, and I was like, oh, thank you very much. Give me my Yakuman. The guy go around. Yeah, I bet he wasn't too happy. Okay, then. 2 in a row? Dude, give me those. I need those. What are the odds this guy's doing a Chankan... not Chankan. Kanchan. What are the odds this guy's waiting on the 8 Kanchan? What are the odds? Do you reckon I can get away with cheating the 5 so and then dropping the 8 so? I can. And I will. Safe. Yep. Bakuritsu Mahou. Chankan Bakudan. Some sort of jutsu. Explosion magic. Chankan explosion. After a Khan explosion. Although I think you spelled Mahou wrong. That's better. Usually you'd put like a line above the O, but not everyone can easily do that, so people just put the OU instead. Yeah, like that. Pawn. Yeah. I pawned that dragon, but now I'm just like, well, now what? Kinda don't really have anything to do. Oh, that helps. I guess I'm in. Rian Shanten. I guess I'm in Fold Shanten. I also hate it. Like, theoretically, I could push the 6-pin, since it's Suji. And then use the 5-pin as my pair. But looks like I don't need to worry about it anymore. Right, I kind of slacked off a bit after winning that first game. Let's refocus. I've been building my hands too weirdly, not paying enough attention. Hold on. I gotta push harder. Discard smarter. Build wiser. Sumo more. Deal in less. Gotta build smarter. Don't pawn this, by the way. Thank you. Oh. A daughter, eh? Oh, wise guy. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. I was thinking about keeping the 2-man in case I picked up the 3-man. I probably could have kept this, but if I kept this, I would have had to drop like the 5-man or something, or the 9-man, I suppose. I could have dropped that as well. 7-pin, that ain't doing anything for anyone. Yeah, not that tile. That's the tile that I can't use. There's only one 6-0 left. I might have to give up. Like, I could pawn the 7 and the 8, so just go for Tanyao. Straight for Tanyao. But dropping the Hatsu is scary at this point of the game. Especially when Toyman has pawned the Shah when he's not Shah-Wind. At the moment, I'm kind of worried about Toyman. I don't think it's a half flush, I don't think it's that far, but it's probably a Yakuhai or something. Yakuhai, maybe got some daughters in there as well. Okay. Well, if the Hatsu is fine, then I guess I'll drop the Hatsu. Ah, and there goes the last 6, so, huh? Yeah. Actually, the 1-so is actually kind of scary at this point. Like, there's no one that can be doing a 2-3-4 or a 1-2-3 wait. But there definitely could be like a Champon wait or a Tanki wait. So I don't really want to deal into the hands of my enemies if I can avoid it. Everything in this hand was too slow. I should have just pawned when I had the chance. Gone for Toy Toy or Tanyao or something. I should have cheated the 6-0 when the 6-0 came out the first time. Cheatoids. And he did have the Hatsu, so I was right to be scared of the Hatsu. I knew someone was hoarding them. It's just coincidence that they were going for Cheatoids. Get rid of the daughter straight away. There's a chance that East could have called it, but there's also a chance that I could have used it, but I think that this hand is good enough that I don't have to worry about plugging it up with a Tondora. Yeah, like this is an Itsu, Richi, probably not Pinfu. I guess it could technically be Pinfu. If I pick up the 7-so and then a pair from over here, it'll be Pinfu. Nope, that won't help me. Even if I get... Actually, I can't even get a third one, so I can't use it as a pair. At least not for an Itsu, I can't. He's going the distance, he's going for speed. He's going for a really scary hand. I don't think that's a half flush, though. I don't think that's half flush. It certainly could be, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I was right. Based on those discards... I'd like to get one of these Yakuhai on this hand. That'd be really nice. Ah, that's also nice. Cutting the 8-so would be a mistake, I think. I could get the 7, then 6, 7, 8, and then a wait on the 3, 4, 5. I do want the Yakuhai, but if I pick up the 3-man, it becomes two-sided wait, which is what I want. Yeah. Hey. Bonya, hey. I guess I could have dropped the 8-so instead of the 2-man there. So probably passes through Shimacha as well. Oh, 6. Yeah, I don't need that. No, I should have dropped the 3-so. Dropping the 3-so was better. Or was it? Yeah. My brain's too fried. I guess I'm in Ishanten. I'm in Ishanten. If I get the 2-pin, it's a Ryamenchan weight as well. There was definitely there was a better way to do this. There was a better way to do this. Oh well. Really? Okay. Hoitsu. That sucks. They got the Prevalent Wind and the Seat Wind. That's pretty much the worst tile I could have possibly drawn there. I guess the second worst would have been Kamicha's winning tile. But there's a chance that we were on the same weight. No, there's not. There was no chance we were on the same weight. Take it back. If I manga on Sumo, I avoid 4th. Do I even pawn the Hatsu at this point? I don't think I do. Standing here, I realize you were just like me, tried to make history. But who's to judge the right from wrong? When our guard is down, I think we'll both agree. Yeah, I want to use this daughter if I can get it. Once your brain starts to hum that, I keep a 1 to 2 minute stretch break. Hiramita. This looks like it's going to turn into a Shampon weight, honestly. I pick up the 4-pin, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, drop the 8-pin. Pick up the 2-so, drop the 6. Oh, even better. Overloaded brain makes funky plays. Huh. That's certainly true. If I pick up around the pins, specifically up... Okay. Fine then. Leech. I was going to say I would have dropped the 2 Hatsus and gone for Pinfu. Pinfu Tanya I would have tried for. But if it's just going to give me the Hatsu, I'll just go into Leech. Leech, Hats, Dora. It's pretty decent. I could have waited a turn or 2 to try to get the Dora acceptance on this side. But I guess I'll just go into Ichi. Suji? Suji? I think I have to sumo this. I don't think it gets played. I think I have to sumo. Even though it's technically Suji, I don't think anyone plays it. Actually, Toyman is pushing. Toyman could play it. Oh, sumo. There we go. Perfect. Sumo, get the Mangan, come back to 3rd place. If I get Uradora, it's potentially a Hanuman. Nope, just the Mangan. Mangan. Yes, oh, back into 2nd even. Even better. I wasn't even thinking about that. Now, if I can just quickly hold them off, I can hold off the horde on this final round. Yeah. Well, actually, this isn't so bad. When I first saw all of the honor tiles, I was like, oh no, this isn't good. But then, like pretty much all of my groups are like pretty much done over here, so it's actually quite good. That being said, I do want to use the daughter. What's the difference? So a direct hit Hanuman might get me back into first. Lychee. If I can get the Haku, maybe, but otherwise I don't think I get first here. Yeah, Ishanten. Fourth avoidance. It's more like second acceptance than fourth avoidance at this point. Like, I'm already in Ishanten. If I pick up the 7-man, I Damaten. If I pick up the 4 or the 5-man, I drop the 8 and the 9 and go for the Ipeko. Tuhan High is... I could have actually dropped the 8 and 9 here and kept that. Tuhan High is 2 4K. I could go into each for the 7-pin as well, honestly. Probably should go into each. Well, whatever, would wait a turn. Genia. There's not really any need for me to go into Tadichi, because I'll win even if I don't. But this at least expands my options, I suppose. Hey. Prevents me from being put into footy 10 by someone dropping a 7-pin. Pressuring them to make mistakes as well is nice. Like, yeah, I've got Suji on two of the winning tiles. I have Suji with the 3-pin and the 4-pin. So yeah, I just take that second. Wait. Tenka Musonia. Cheh, not enough. I really want to hurry up and use Hana, but I don't want to use her until I have her Bond outfit. So I guess we're sticking with Ryan. Three more fanzines to go. Although I've run out. What's her Bond outfit like? It's like a nice white summer dress. She's holding like a bouquet of sunflowers. It's pretty modest. It's nice. I can show you after this game. Wow, I want to use this daughter so badly. Ooh, I almost accidentally dropped it. Ba, 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 ba. G. Boom. So you're saying there's a chance? No, there's not. Wait, cheat. Wait. Go away. Pun? Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that, Pon. Yeah, dropping this 9 so early was really good on my part. If I had cheated this 6 and then dropped the 9 so, the 8 so would look a bit more suspicious. Because when you chi this, people are going to assume that you're in Tenpai. If I'd kept that 9 so and dropped it after chiing, I don't think the 8 so would have come out there. Although that depends on the opponent's hand, I suppose. Depending on how good it was, whether they would have pushed it or not. I do have a Sanshoku chance here. I do have a Sanshoku chance. But I'll just take the double daughter. I'll take the double daughter. I'd like to go for Tanya. I don't think I'm going to get Tanya. But it would certainly be nice. Well, if I get the 6 pin, I could theoretically pawn the 8 and then drop the 9 so and then go for Tanya that way. Like, it's certainly, there is ways to do it. There is ways to do it. Well, assuming I can survive Kamicha's hand, at least. You'd think it'd be like a Sozu heavy hand, but... And it probably is. There's the 6 pin. But I can't really drop the 4, so I guess it could be a 4-7 wait. Ah, Yoriichi. Riichi. Shimachi no Riichi. Okay, Ippatsuma. Yes. He got the cheaper side of things. He could have easily gotten that daughter. Something to be thankful about, I suppose. The 123 Sanshoku is there, technically. It's a bit far, but it is there. I'm more interested in the 678 Ipeko than the Sanshoku, to be honest. I knew I should have dropped to the 7 man instead. I knew I should have dropped it. I'll keep the 5 so instead of the 7 man because the daughter is the 4 so I could pick up... If I pick up the 4 so I can get rid of the 2 so and I don't have to worry about a stupid Kanchan wait. Bum, bum, bum. Bit of an early reach. I don't really have any safe tiles, so I'll just throw away the honor tiles and try to buy some time. Hopefully they're not waiting on the Chun, is basically all I can say. Oh, the 2 and the 3 are safe. That's perfect. 2. And I got my Ipeco assembled. I could try pushing the 1 pin and work towards Damaten Ipeco, but there's 2 so and the 5 so scary. Actually, it's not a 5 so wait, I don't think. No, it could be a 5 so wait. Yeah, no, it could easily be a 5 so wait. Could easily be a 2-5 so wait. A 2-5 so wait or a Chun Shampon is my prediction. I can push the 1 pin. The 1 pin's fine. I don't think I can push the 2 so though. We'll just have to fold. He's going. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. Now I have the only... Actually, no, there's 1 2 so left. What about 5 so? There's... Oh, it's not a 2-5 so, wait. I'm already folding there. I guess it's a Chun Shampon then. It was 7 pin. Kanchan. Didn't see that one coming at all. I gotta get better at this. Dora 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 dora. I don't like being in last. I would like to not be in last. This could Tanya. Oh, never mind. Rian Shanten. It'll probably end up being a Shanpon wait. Oh, but that could turn it into a Rian Menchan. Nice, 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 nice. But it could still end up being a Shanpon wait. Which is not nice, 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 nice. There's no 6-0s left, so I can just drop this and switch to the Rian Menchan right now. Bonk. Ishanten. Am I? No, I'm not Ishanten. Because if I pick up the 6... It's 3. Yeah, no. Rian Shanten still. I don't want to drop the daughter. I want to keep it. The best way to keep it would be to pick up another one. Thought so. Yeah, I won't do that. Yeah. I mean, even if I had gone into Ricci there, I don't think anything would have come from it. I don't think the 4-pin would get played. This dude's... Yeah. I can't even drop this ISO. Like, there's no Suji on this ISO on anyone. I can drop the 6-so, I guess. I can drop the 7-so. I can drop the 6-man as well. Yeah. Yeah. This sucks. No 1-4, I knew it. I knew at least one of them had a 1-4 weight. Well, this isn't so bad. A nice little starting hand to start with. Half flush is too far away. I can't really force that out. But I could try and convince the game to give me an Ipeiko, I suppose. I don't like that this guy just palms straight away. He must have a really fast hand. Probably like a Yakuhai or maybe just a Tanyao. Yeah, just a Tanyao. Maybe potentially Toy Toy. You could argue that it's Sanshoku Doka, but that's not a real hand, so I'd argue that that hand doesn't exist. Probably just Tanyao, maybe some daughters as well. Yeah, he's not going for Sanshoku Doka. It's not a real hand. Ah, it's just a Yakuhai. Okay. So it's probably... Probably doesn't mean shit, but like... If I had to guess, I'd want to say he's probably waiting on a 6-9 or a daughter weight. If you had to ask me, I'd say it's a 6-9. But it's probably a Toy Toy, so it's probably either a Shampon or a Tanki for the Dora. Push. Yes, run. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Take those Honba. Take those whatever else was there. Cheetoids, perhaps? Then again, perhaps not. I could definitely see Then again, perhaps it is Cheetoids. Chi! Go ahead. As you wish, whatever you want. This is the most Cheetoids that's ever Cheetoids. Stop cheating my stuff. Get off me. Get your own damn tiles. Do I go for the Tontanki? I suppose I do go for the Tontanki. That's Tanyao. Oh, that 5-man is a bit sussy. I really don't want to drop this 5-pin. So if I don't pick up the 5-pin, I'll probably go for the 5-pin Tanki. Get rid of that, that's fine. Even though it's the daughter, I'm not going to go for a Jigokumachi on that. As tempting as it is, no thank you. I could drop the 5-pin now, because it's not going to get me Rond. But at the end of the day, it's the Chi that I'm worried about rather than the Rond. Okay. I am technically in second at the moment, which is a good thing. Yeah, oh, Sumo. It was a Yakai. Should have known. Should have known. I didn't account for... I wasn't looking at how many Hatsus were on the field. I should be more aware of that sort of stuff. Huh. There goes my bad habit again, where I decide what I'm going to discard before I even pick up my tile, and then I discard it right as I need it. Oh well. I wasn't going to use those easts anyway. It's already south round. I would have discarded them anyway. Is what I'll say to make myself feel better. This could be a 2-3-4 Sanshoku. I'd like to get the double Nan, but something tells me it's not happening. Ooh. This is still 2-3-4 Sanshoku. I just drop the... Do I drop the 7-pins or the 1-mans? The 1-mans. I drop the 1-mans. Wait. Sate to, Ishanten. Sanshoku Dojin, Tanyao, Dora. It's pretty good. The 3-pin is a bit much. Is asking a bit much, I think. The 3-pin. Like, it is Suji. Okay. Okay, we'll give up on Sanshoku. We'll just go for Tanya. I don't think that's a half flush. I think that's just Yakuhai, Yakuhai, maybe Dora. Eight pin is safe. I can drop the 8-pin. I'm hoping that Kamicha will drop the 2-pin since it's a safe tile. Then I can just chi it and move on in for the kill. No such luck, though. The one, so there's a risk to it, technically. But I'll push it if I get to Tenpai. Yay, okay. Now the 6-man I just cannot play at all. Cannot play the 6-man no matter how much I want to. The only real way I get to Tenpai here is pawn, chi, drop the pawn. No, I don't get to Tenpai here. There's no way. I'd have to drop the 6-man to do so. Yeah. Ah. Chaso Tanki. I could have done it. I could have gone for it. Ah. Oh well. Pawn. Looks like my dealer won't last very long at this rate. The moment I pick up around the 7 or around these 5, 6, 7 here, I think I'll probably drop both of these pairs. And probably the ton as well. I wonder if I should have pawned this for... That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Picking up the 3-so. I'm glad I didn't pawn then, if I'm going to pick up the 3-so like that. 8-pin's a bit risky. For Shimacha. They're probably fiending for some sort of half flush or something. So I don't want to push pins too much if I can avoid it. I think here I think I fight this. I think I still fight this. I have the safe tiles to fight it. Can. I need a 5-man, an 8-man, a 3-pin, a 6-pin. I guess 5-pin works. 2 so, 5 so. 5 pin's safe tile. I can drop 5 pin. But I probably shouldn't against Shimocha. I should probably drop the 4 pin, which is safer. It might still get cheed. Which is something to worry about, but... Okay, 5 pin it is. Wait, don't kill me for it. Thank you very much. Tanya, Dora, Dora. Not bad if I can just get to Tenpai. Well, that's bad. That's about, like, the worst. Pretty much one of the worst, if not the worst, tile that I could have drawn. But I guess, theoretically, I can drop the 5-man and go for a Nobitan on the 3/6. Nah, I have to fold. Nope, that's GG. We tried. That's as far as this hand goes. Unfortunate. Good try. I mean... Okay. I was thinking, theoretically, I could pick up something and then drop either, like, I could drop pick up the 6 pin or the last Haku, drop the 5-man, go for the Shampon, get the Tenpai. That was my last resort, but unfortunately I've been Tanya'd. I've been Damaten Tanya'd. And I can't say anything in return. Like, I was going on before how Damaten Tanya was the best, is the best way to win. And I was like, you know, he got me. He got me with the Damaten Tanya. Well, okay. Okay. That was fast. Just instant Jun-chan from fucking Hypai. That's crazy. That's insane. Can't believe you've done this. Do you need Tsuchi? Like, do you need to? Like, I get it. I get it, buddy. You're going Yakuhai. You're just cheating early so that you can get your Yakuhai and then be done with the hand. Like, I get it. But did you need to, though? Couldn't you, like, try to go for Ichi? Couldn't you try just a little bit? He's gonna... I could chi the 7. I could chi and just go for 4th avoidance. You're gonna pawn, yeah, there you go. Yakuhai, yada yada yada, who cares? Like... But we're going for Ichi, baby. We're gonna... This is, what is this? Richi, Tanya, Dora. If I direct, it's, if I direct, so it's 3 Han. If I direct hit, I'm second. If I sumo, I'm probably not second. So we're basically praying for a direct hit here. 7,700? I wish it was 7,700. Ain't no way it's 7,700 though. It's 3 Han. If I run, it's 40 Fu. So it's probably only like 3,900. Let me check. Non-dealer, 3 Han. 5,200 if it's... So if I sumo, it's probably like 30... If I sumo, it's probably 7,700. But if I run, it's 5,200 or something. Run, yeah, that'll do it. Gosh, second place. Oh, Mangan, Uradora. We got the Uradora, baby. How many did we get? Just the one. Nice Mangan. Wait. Yare yare. Sasuga ore da na. Not the one. Doop, 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 doop. You didn't calculate my mini points? Oh, the foo. This is a thing. It's a bit leggy, but I can forgive a bit of leg. Like, compared to this, you can't really see it because it's not moving. Can I see it if it's moving here? I can. Compared to this outfit, it's a lot more modest. Yeah, if I'd sumoed there, that would have been a Hanuman. I don't think Hanuman would have been enough to get first, but like... Oh, was it? No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was enough. I don't think a Hanuman would have been enough. Oh well. Oh my god. Hey, speaking of outfits, here's the exact one that I said was not very modest. What is this hand? This could be Cheetoids. I don't know if I want to declare Cheetoids this early in, but it could be Cheetoids. I could have kept that. But at the moment, I'd rather just focus on getting some shapes together, because at the moment, it's kind of all over the place. Well, if I pick up another North, I'll just be sad about it, I guess. Guess I'll drop the daughter. I definitely could have kept it. A cabaret club, I'm assuming? A cabaret club? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Yes, I picked up that tile exactly how I expected to pick it up. Cabaret club, hostess bar, whichever. They're pretty similar. Snack bar. Nice, I'm so happy that I picked the 7 pin. Oh, I see putts. Oh, Sanshoku Dojin. I can't get her to do her animation from this screen. I guess she'll do it if she comes first. But from this outfit, I don't think that gives off Cabaret Club vibes. Like that's clearly like a Qipao. I don't remember how to pronounce it. That's the style of clothing that is, but that's Chinese, not Japanese. Which makes sense because it's a Chinese New Year skin or outfit, I suppose. I guess there you could probably find those. I'm sure that there are like specific bars which cater to that. I wonder if they have stuff like that in China. I don't know much about China. They probably do. Probably have like tea houses or whatever where the servers are dressed in tea pals. Trying to remember the video that I watched years ago on like Chinese pronunciation on various words or letters. Sore ine. 8 man's a bit risky, so I'll drop it early. Fortunately, I was fine. I've got a reasonably wide Ishanten here. That's risky to shove, but I'm shoving. If the second Forso comes out, do I cheat? I think if a second Forso comes out, I would have cheated. Think I would have. But like going for Ichi there was absolutely not a bad idea at all. If I'd kept that 9, what would it have done for me? Not much, really. Like, there is the slight possibility that if I picked up every tile perfectly, I could have gone for like an Itsu. Nope, never mind. No Itsu. Yes. So the 9 is worthless to me. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah. If they're striking with a Khan, I kind of want to keep this Haku and try to see if I can use it as a safe tile if they do potentially go into Ichi. Just like that, yep. I've also got the Tuso, which I'll probably throw out first in case it is a Haku wait. On the off chance. I can drop the 3, so. It's probably pointless to be trying to navigate into a victory condition here. I could have just dropped that. I should have absolutely dropped the Parman. Gah. Okay. There's a limit to how far I can push with this hand at the moment. And I'm very quickly approaching it. Ish, time for folding. Although, technically, I could theoretically pick up the 7 pin, or the 5 pin, or the 9 pin, drop the Forso and the Haku, and go for Tenpai that way. But I won't. I mean, the Forso is probably safe. I mean, it is Suji, but it could be a 4-7 weight, and there's no 7s on the field, so it might not be safe. So I'd rather just not risk it, honestly. I am out of safe tiles though. So unless a new safe tile is born here, I might have to push with something. There you go. That'll help. Oh, that's not a safe tile. Works for me. And now it's all tied up again. Godlike hand? Randomly got a really good starting hand. Probably go Itsu, drop the 5 pin, get the 3/4/5, Itsu, Dora. Yeah, I will drop the 5 pin and go for the... I'll go for the Dora at least. It could turn into a Tanyao. Each Tanyao. Even better. I'd like for it to turn into an Itsu though. I don't really look forward to a Shampon wait. Though the Kanchan wait might work, considering I dropped 2/5 so early. Then again, dropping the 5 so early also makes it look kind of sussy. Alright, Shampon it is. I could have held out, taken myself out of Tenpai, and gone for the Itsu, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the extra time that it would take. There's been a couple of, like 2 or 3 times tonight already, where I've ignored Tenpai and gone for a higher scoring hand or a better shape hand and then lost the round because of it, because other people just went straight for the win. So it's probably not good to take the long way around every single time. Probably better to just go for it. I've been wronged. Sad. But it's cheap, so I'm not too worried about it. Technically, Sanshoku is real on this hand. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's there. Pon. Akagi calling Pon, is he? Hmm. Oh. That's pretty much perfect tile. The question is here, do I drop the 1/3? Yeah, this is turning into something that I don't like. This is turning into a shape I'm not happy with. And so it continues. Like, yes, it's Ishanten. It's kind of a Garbo Ishanten, isn't it? It's pretty Garbo. Because, like, there's only... Like, 2 of the Tusos are already gone. But if I pick it up like that, I suppose I can just go into Dichi, can't I? Dichi, Tanyao, that's pretty much it. Maybe if I get lucky, I'll get some Urudora. No Ipats, sad. It's 2 Han. That's 4 Fu, 6 Fu. The Fu count doesn't really matter here on this one. If I run someone, it's 40 Fu. If I sumo, it's 3 Han, 30 Fu. Sumo would technically be worth more points. There's been no 5-sos played. But like all of the 2s and the 3s have been played. So maybe there's a chance that the 5-so is the Udadora indicator and I get Udadora 3. That'd be pretty hype. Considering how late I dropped the 8 and the 9 pin as well, the 7 pin Kanchan doesn't look like I'm going for a 7 pin Kanchan, I don't think. So the 7 pin could come out. Now that Toyman's gone into Reach, though, I don't think it will. It's less likely, certainly less likely. But I have the Suji now, so now it's a lot more likely, I think. Well, I could always just sumo myself, I suppose. I've got Haite. If I Haite, is that that's not a Mangan. If I get one Udadora, Haite is Mangan. I didn't get it. Sad. The Ton Tanki? Crazy. Oh boy. 2 sticks, 3 Honba. This is looking expensive. This is a hand that you don't want to deal in on. And you especially don't want them to sumo either. But I also kind of have a pretty garbo starting hand that I can't really do much with, huh? No, I'm not going for Sanshoku. I mean, not Sanshoku. I'm not going for 13 Orphans. But I could go for Sanshoku. 2 of the 3-sos are already gone. So probably won't go for Sanshoku, honestly. Probably just give up on this hand. Like with these draws, yeah. Kikoeru. Stehai sanshu no koe. Like, I guess I could go for... I don't even know. I'm just gonna fold. I may as well just fold. Like, this starting hand is just too brutal to work with. Yeah, way too brutal. Way too brutal. I should have just gone for Nagashi Mangan from the start. Well, even if I say that, there's a lot of honors and terminals that I can't really drop here. Okay. Gosh, a nice cheap hand. He does get the Richi sticks though, so that's a lot. And the Onbur as well, I suppose. Yeah. How do I get out of this one? That's a start. Ah, should have known. Should have played around it. The 5-pin is probably fine to drop. The Haku, that helps. But obviously if I pick up around... like I want to pick up around the 5, drop the 3-man, but like I'm scared of Kamisha when it comes to the 3-man. I am in Ishanten, I guess, technically. With a Shanpon. Now I really don't want to drop any Manzu. Like, it could be a Pincer. Wait. This is too hard. Somebody drop a Sunman so I don't have to think about it. Like, it could easily be 4-5 with a 3-6 weight to try and get the daughter. I guess I could drop... the 5-pin. Just drop the 5-pin. I could drop the 8... I'm starting to think that's not a half flush anymore. I could Sanshoku here. There are 2 1-pins left, 2 1-mans left. I might deal in if I push too hard though. I'll probably just chi if I get it. If I get the 1-man or the 1-pin dropped by them. And just go for open hand. But obviously I'd prefer going into Ichi. It'd be Pinfu as well, which is nice. I'll drop the 8, sir, sure. Because this way it can also be Chanta as well. There's only 1-man left, though. So it's a bit dicey. Ah, Sumo. Okay. It's only East 4. This game feels like it's been going on for ages, though. I feel like I say that every time I play Mahjong. Around, like, the 3rd or 4th game, I'm just like, man, it feels like I've been here for years. It's like, probably because I've been playing for a certain amount of games in a row. It probably just feels like that. Ichio ne. Hey, what's up, Christine? I'm in Ishanten for Cheetoids. But if the Hatsu comes, I'm just gonna pawn. But I've already exhausted my 2 serves. Sad. If the Hatsu comes, I'll pawn it. And I'd like to go for Toi Toi, but I've already exhausted the 2 serves, so maybe not, mayhaps not, mayhaps not. Oh! Yes. Oyarichi. What are you going to do about it? Yes, Suji Trap set. I win. Good games, everyone. Thanks for the mangan. Chi all you like, my friend. Please, go ahead. I want you to chi. How's my weekend? It had its highs, it had its lows. But overall it was a high. Overall I enjoyed my weekend. I'm currently in the process of trying to get my RSA, and I had to call in or schedule a call and then do like an assessment over the phone. And I kind of just fell apart over the responsible service of alcohol. It's a certificate that lets you serve alcohol so you can get a job at liquor stores and bars and whatnot. Hospitality in general, really. But during the assessment over the phone, I kind of just fell apart and flunked it, so now I have to reschedule and do another one. Which I'll probably flunk as well, because I am not good at phone calls. Which is why I can't work in a call center. What do they quiz you on? You have to roleplay. They're supposed to play the role of a patron that's too intoxicated, and they're coming up to ask for a drink, and you need to deny them service. So I thought I was ready. Like, I thought I was ready to go in and do the roleplay. But when I answered the phone, the dude was not roleplaying at all on his end. It was just me who was roleplaying, which I wasn't expecting. So I was just like, well, I'd planned out the conversation, but if you're not going to converse with me, then I have no conversation to go off, so I don't know what to say anymore. Yeah, like a Zoom call, like even an in-person thing would have been nice, but it's whatever. I just got to do it again. He basically gave me an example of what I should say. So next time I schedule it, I should just write down my answers for the potential questions and then just go off of that, I suppose. Rather than trying to sort of wing it. It's really annoying too, because he was just like, oh, maybe you should have studied the course material. And it's like, well, I did study the course material. You're the one not playing your role. Phone interviews, yeah, I hate phone interviews as well. I've done a number of those and it's never gone well. Surely the 7 mana is fine, thank you. Surely one day I'll go into Ricci and then I'll actually win the hand instead of somebody else going for like Tanya and then winning before me. That'd be nice. One, two, two is pretty good. Pretty good so far, yeah. I feel like I've gotten better. Surely the 7 mana is fine. You almost got to EX3 then took a few fat fourths? Oh, that's the worst. I remember the first time I nearly got to EX3, I just kept losing and went all the way back down to EX1. Well, that was ages ago. That actually got me to stop playing the game after that happened. I was just like, nah, I can't be bothered. But eventually I came back. And now I'm here sitting in Master 1. A testament to my perseverance, I suppose, and hard work. I'm back now, yeah. Even better than before. Did I stream back then? No. Or I did. Did I? I did. No, I didn't. But I did. Well, it was very rare. It was very rare. And I pretty much almost always streamed Arknights rather than Mahjong. Yeah, it's pretty much always Arknight streams. I haven't done an Arknight stream in a while. There's a new event on, I'd like to stream the EX stages and stuff. But I don't know if I will. Really? You got Haite? That's unfair. Afraid of gachas? You play Mahjong Soul, though. Dropped it quickly at launch, now you're back into it. That's good. It's a pretty great game. I've been playing I've been playing since launch. I stopped playing like a couple weeks ago, but now I'm playing again. And the amount of money I've spent on Arknights amounts to maybe $10 at most. Like, you don't need to spend money on Arknights. The only time that you would want to spend money, I suppose, is like on limited banners. Like, the current banner is a limited banner, but during limited banners they give you a Mechatron of like free rolls, so usually you don't even need to pay up before limited banners as well. And yeah, all the character designs are great. I like that they're all... A majority of the character designs are relatively practical or business smart. Like, there's not a lot of just like, oh, bikini, or like latex bodysuit, or like... You get, like, there are some nice, attractive outfits, but they're not like excessive. Apart from a couple. There are a couple of excessive ones. Like, that's one of the good things that I personally like about it. But other than that, the gameplay and the story and the characters, it's all just good stuff. It's all so good. Yes, got what I wanted. Let's see if I can actually get to tempo, though. Still a ways to go. Maybe I'll turn this into a Nagashi Mangan. Yes, Ishanten. Richi, Itsu, Dora, potential Pinfu. This would be a nice hand to come back on, I think. There's 3 7-sos left. It could easily happen. No. I'll just take the Tenpai. Itsu, Dora. Stop playing ranked during events because your defense goes out the window? Because you're trying to get ranked points, I guess? I find whenever there's an event on, you just do 1 or 2 games of 3-player, and then you've pretty much maxed out your your daily points because it's all time gated. So you just bang out a couple of 3-player games and then you can go back to focusing on 4-player. That's what I do, at least. This might get me wronged. Never mind, I'm fine. Because in 3-player you don't need defense, you just need to make Yakumans and it's fine. Yeah, probably pushing. I'm pushing way too hard for this hand. I'm not focusing enough. I should have folded around here. You don't want to lose your M3 mat rank. Oh, you're in Master 3 in 3-player. Damn. That's crazy. That's pretty impressive. I'm still in, like, Adept. Adept 1, I think, is my 3-player. Because I deal in, because I just go for Yakuman and Baiman and Sun Baiman. Though recently I was winning a bunch in 3-player because I wanted to get the first or second place 10 times in a row achievement, which I got. So now I'm back to fucking around and destroying my rank again, which is fun. It wasn't that hard. I got it through the span of a day. I got it in 2 attempts, I think it was. Oh, the 5 first in a row? Oh yeah, that one's a bit harder. I actually, in my 2 attempts to get the 10 first or second in a row, my first attempt I got the 5 firsts in a row. And then I think I lost on like my 7th game or something. And then on my second attempt I just got it all done. So it wasn't too bad. Just get 10 seconds, it's easy. Actually, I think it was, on my winning attempt, I think it was something like first, second, first, second, first, second, first, second, first, second. I think it was something like that. Something stupid like that. Well, this was a good game. I guess it's my first 4th of the night. I basically need a Mangan. Oh, wait, I'm the dealer. Well, that changes things. There's still a chance. There's still a hope. So this was my first, second. And then I think after this I got a bunch of seconds. I think I got like second. And then these last 3 or last 4 are the, like daily event grinding stuff. I wish I could see more of the event history so that I could show off my first, second. But oh well. I could have kept the 9 and gone for Sanshoku. That's a bit far though. Way too far though. Yosh! Ishanten. Richi, Pimfu, Dora. Maia. That'll do. Could end up being a Champon wait, which will be kind of cringe, but so be it. Preferably, I get the Ryan-Menchan wait. Stop being cringe, game. Give me Tenpai. Do not put me in Ishanten Jigoku. I've had enough of that. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Let me reach you. Please. I beg you. You're genuine dick sucker. Koda. I don't want to break my damn Menshan weight. That's the only thing keeping me going in this dark time. Playing casual matches or Asura? For what? For what purpose? Big points and limited penalty. Tore. Hey. Hmm? Oh, you talking about for like getting wins in a row or something like that? I've already done the wins in a row thing. Yosh! Oh, for the event points? Oh yeah. I guess that works as well. That way you don't lose any ranked points, and you get all your event points for free. For free? Man, I wish... I read the Akagi manga, and I love how whenever he goes into Reach, he just chucks his Reach sticks onto the table. Doesn't put them out properly, just throws them at the table. I was like, man, I always want to do that, but like, that's definitely a no-no. You're definitely not supposed to do that. My Chitoitsi Shante, my Chicho Senpai, it's gone. Dora, bye-bye. I don't need the Dora. I don't want the Dora. Do I want this? I'll take it. Probably shouldn't have rotated out of the Cheetoids. Yep. I knew that was a mistake the moment I did it. Whatever, we're here now, let's do it. Senpai. Ha. Whatever, nice third. Boink. What's my win history like? Oh, I guess I'll never know. Yeah, the Dora 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 event was fun. I wonder if getting... Because there's an achievement for getting every Yakuman. I wonder if getting the Yakuman in Dora 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 counts for the achievement. It probably does. You think it's ranked only? Damn. That's rough. 3-player, 4-player? Damn. Sedge. I guess it's to stop people from just farming Yakuman. I feel like it was round 1. Because round 2 was the you can see into the future. You can see like 3 tiles and then you get to pick which one you draw. So I guess Dora 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 would have been round 1. Where is my beautiful little boy? My beautiful little boy, Haku. Haku, are you there? Are you out there? Yeah, what if somebody else has my Hakus? My beautiful, beautiful Hakus. My preciouses. Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. And I even get Torichi. What a good boy. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, thank you very much. Beautiful. What a lovely start. This is going to be a really quiet game because Shimacha's character and Kamicha's character are both muted. So only Ryan and Fuji are going to be making any noise. I want to use this daughter, but I guess I can't. At least not yet. Like, theoretically, I could go for Cheetoits and then use it that way, but I don't think I will go for Cheetoits. I guess if I pick up the 1 pin, I'll drop the 7 and the 8 pin, and then if it happens to go into Cheetoits from there, I'll take it. But otherwise, I'm going to pawn the ton. Pawn the ton. Drop the 8, man. Ish. Basically my last chance to see if I can get something around the Dora. Otherwise I'm going to have to throw it away. There's already 3 of the 9s are gone, which is rough. Actually, all 4 of the 9s are gone now because of the indicator. Dropping the Dora here is the biggest. Has the most amount of options this way. Wait. I'll just take the Tenpai then. Plenty of 6s to go around. Hopefully I'll get one. If anyone was going to deal in, it'd be Toyman, I think. Otherwise I'm just going to have to sumo it. Yeah, nah. I don't really want to change my weight with that. Like, I could. Probably be nothing wrong with it if I did. The only difference is it's one less tile. Khan! That's pointless. I guess it gave me some more foo. I think this is like 16 foo or something. Which is a sizable amount. Hey, Tsumo. Nice. And I get the Richi stick. Good stuff. Wait. This is an interesting little group of tiles over here. Picking up the 3-so would be ideal, because then I can do 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, whatever. But I guess I could theoretically drop the 1-so and just go for Tanyao. That's also an option. 3-pin is the daughter. I'll probably, if the 3-pin gets played, I'll cheat it and then go for Tanyao. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. I think I wonder if the bread is still good. It might be moldy by now. Oh, but I've got bread rolls as well. That could work. Oh, I could make hot dogs. Yeah. I'm definitely going to make hot dogs after this. Hell yes. It's a bit late, but so be it. What do I do here? I suppose it depends on what I draw. I guess if the 3-pin comes out, I still chi and go for Tanyao Ha. Although that's kind of hard to do now with all the stuff I have. It's kind of slow. I think it's slower if I chi. Each. I don't have any safe tiles for that each. I guess Iso maybe, Parman maybe. But apart from that, I don't really got anything. And another each. Parman it is. Goodbye, Parman. I could shoot the Iso and try that. And if the Iso goes through, I don't really know what to do after that. I could just play it safe and throw out the 5-man. But I kind of want to win with this hand. There's probably no way though. Yeah, didn't think so. Wait. An 8-so Haku Shampon. It's kind of cringe. Huh. Looks like we're going for an half flush. Half flush Toy Toy? Sounds good to me. Pom. Harakatanki? Should we do it? I'm just like beef. I'm just like beef. Never mind. We don't even need a tanki. We've got all we need. Everything. Oh my goodness gravy. Everything you want, you got it. Everything you need, you got it. The question is, do I drop the pins or do I drop the Shah once I'm pawning? Time to drop the pins then. Boom. Thank you. So, what could I possibly be waiting on? That's the one. Thank you for that beautiful Hanuman. Thank you very much. Let's go get those sunglasses, shall we? We need some sunnies. Oh my lordy. Oh my. Ooh. Oh, they're just giving me everything. Oh my god. Sanshoku Dojin, Dora Dora. Oh my god. Yanshanten. Oh my word. Literally everything I want, I got it. I would like to chi, but now that I've picked up the 7 so I can't really chi anymore. Well, I am an Ishanten, so I suppose it's fine. I'll just go for the Richi. If I pick up the 1 pin, it's a Paman, Kanchan. Otherwise, if I pick the Paman, I could go for the Shampon. But I probably won't go for the Shampon, I'll probably just go for the 5. If that happens... Wait, drop the 6 here. It rules out any opportunity of getting 3 daughters. Which is sad, but for going into Richi, I think it opens my options a little bit. Or maybe it makes it worse. Well, it worked. Yosh. Richi Dora Dora. I would like to eat pots, if possible. Oh well. Dun 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 dun. Long Suji Trap. Long, long man. And now they'll play the 3-man because it's a safe tile against Dealer, and it's Suji against me. I win. GG. Dealer Genbutsu, my Suji. She'll be right. Assuming I don't just steal in right here. Hooray! Shimish is really going for it, I guess? Good luck for them. Are they going for it again? No, they're going to skip that one. Interesting. Hey, you should have played the 3-man. You should have played a safe tile, buddy. That's what you get for pushing. What even is this hand? I could have played and tried to go for the Sufu Render, but I won't. I'll be nice. I see it. This hand is 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku Dojin. Tsuki no Ito, mieta! Yada. I don't want cheatoids. Peh, peh. Cheatoids without a Dora? It's kind of cringe, to be honest. Now, Sanshoku no Mi. Now that's a hand. That's a good hand, Sanshoku no Mi. Sanshoku no Mi with an open hand. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful 1,000 points. There's one of my 1-pins. There's 2 of my 1-pins. Why are people hoarding the 1-pins? You. Yes, you. I see you. I see what you're doing. Stop it. Sanshoku is 2 Han, but it's 1 Han on an open hand. So if I chi, it turns to 1 Han. Oh, I'm planning... Oh, believe me, I'm planning to open. I'm absolutely going to chi. This guy's going for Nagashi Mangan. Somebody stop him. Seriously though, why is Kamicha not dropping any of my 1s and my 3s? Where are they? Where are they? Where are all those stars I need? I'm getting a bit worried now. Oh no. That's not what I need. Change to Itsunomi. You know, I could. But I won't. My 3-star. It's okay, now that 3-star is a safe tile, Kamicha will drop it and I'll get to chi it, and then everything will be fine. And look, 1 man is a safe tile too, so Kamicha will just drop it and I'll chi it, and then I'll win. And the 1-pin's a safe tile too. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this hand. There's literally no way I deal in here. Here we go. Here we go. Just stick to the plan. Surely it's not a 1-4 wait. It's not a 1-4 wait. I refuse to believe it's a 1-4 wait. There we go. Ah. Well, we tried. Sumo. 6-pin. Oh, it was the 6-pin. Okay. And Haite? Come on now. That's 2 Haites in 1 game. Or was the other Haite the other game? I think it was the other game. Chi the 5th 1-man? That's what I was going to do. I was going to chi the 5th 1-man, drop the 7-man, and then do Tanki for the 5-so. That was the plan at least, but the game ended before I could do anything. Oh wait, there was no fifth one man, was there? Where did the last one man go? I didn't see it go away. Damn it. Oh well, I still could have gotten Tempai at least. Oh well. I thought there was still one man left. I suppose that's my mistake. I kind of want the double Nan, to be honest. So I think even if I get to Tempai for the Itsu, Toyman discarded the rest. Damn, I didn't see the last one. I only saw 3. I thought there was still a chance. I guess if I get to Tempai, I'll go into Riichi. But otherwise, I think I want to try and get the Nan and drop the 6-7 and go for the double Nanitsu. I won't pawn though. Yeah. Sore janai. The only problem with dropping that 4-pin is if I pick up the 5-pin, I'm gonna have a bad time because I'm gonna be in footy 10. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. If a second Nan comes up, I'll probably just pawn it. Maichione? Dama-10 for a turn? Yes. It was all a plan to get this person to go into Riichi, so that I could ipats them. Damn it. Hey, Itsumo. There we go. That's what we like to see. The quest to get those sunnies. Only 4,600 more points away. Did I say 6,000? No, I said 4,600. That's right. Maybe I'll start doing... Yeah. I'm getting really into Yakuza, so I want to finish Yakuza, but I'm like, I want to play Mahjong as well. It's a hard knock life. I could do... Like, during the day I could go, if I get 4th to stream ends for Mahjong, and then during the night, play Yakuza. Or I could do sort of a rotational thing, where it's one night Mahjong, one night Yakuza. But I do, at the end of the day, I do want to stream during the day as well as the night. Riichi. Which one am I on? 0. At the moment I'm on 0. But don't deal in, please. Thank you. Even once I finish 0 though, I probably won't move straight on to the next one. I'll probably do something else. I want to play Ace Combat 7. That's one of the things I want to do. It'll be my first Ace Combat game, so I'm looking forward to it. That being said, I fully intend to take my sweet-ass time with Yakuza. I ain't gonna rush to the finish. Whoa, that's a Chinitsu. My dealer. My precious, precious dealer. Do I post schedules on Twitter? I usually just make a tweet when I go live. I should do schedules. I should. But a lot of it is like genuinely just like whether I feel like streaming or not. But I guess it would be good to get into the habit of making proper schedules. I usually tweet when I'm live. Sometimes I'll tweet the dinners that I cook. I intend to tweet art that I make, but I haven't been really making art apart from this model. Or avatar, whatever. I don't really want to call it a model. Stream by feel, yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of times where I'll be like I'll post like, oh, I'm gonna go stream tonight. And then like Emily will be on, and then I'll watch Emily again, and then I'll be like, man, I'm tired, I want to go to bed. And then I'll just be like, whoops, sorry. It's always scary to set a schedule for stuff like this, because then it's like I have to do it. If I set it, I have to do it. So like if something comes up, it's like, damn, now I have to like say that, oh no, something's come up, guys, sorry. There's also like, if I set a schedule that's too intensive and then I start feeling burnt out, then it's like the worst case scenario if that happens. So I'm always scared of schedules. I'm always scared of burnout. I guess I could do. There's a streamer I follow who doesn't do schedules, but they do forecasts, which is interesting. Which is an interesting concept, where they're like, oh, there's like a 70% chance that I'll stream at this time on this day, or like a 30% chance that I'll stream during the day, or something like that. Because they're very similar to me, where they stream via feeling. Whether do they feel like they want to stream or not. So like, yeah, and oh yeah, because I'm an umbrella, so it's forecast. Yeah, I get it. Glad I thought of that joke. But yeah, I might start incorporating stream forecasts. I think I have to sumo this. I don't think anyone drops it. People are hugging Mans too much, especially this guy. If I deal into that guy, I'm gonna be sad. Let's just sumo. Damn it. Best case scenario, this guy gets overflow and then deals into me from it. Because he looks like he's going for a half flush. Oh, close. He's got the overflow now. I just don't know if he's going to overflow in a place that I want him to. Itsu. I'm praying for the Itsu, but I'll take anything. Anything to end this guy's hand, because I do not want this guy to be getting those points. Uh-oh. Yeah. Too bad. He had all of my threes, the bastard. East. The moment I saw this starting hand, I thought, I don't want to play this game anymore. This starting hand is... this starting hand... I'm already ready to just start folding. I don't need that. Like, I'll play this hand as best as I can, but I have no faith in this hand at all. Okay, cool. I've failed the daughter acceptance challenge. Good job. Okay, let's just be lazy and go for cheatoids. I did not check that what the daughter was, so I've failed in that regard. If I'd known, I probably wouldn't have dropped this one, and I definitely wouldn't have dropped the 3. But I didn't look, because I'd already given up on this hand, so I didn't bother. Hey, we fucked up. Oh well, if things get dicey, I can easily fold. Alright, things are getting dicey. Things have gotten considerably dicey. It's time to fold. I'll start with the Q-pins. Oh, it just gets worse from here. Wait. That pause scared the shit out of me. Like, I know that there's no way that Kamicha could have been waiting on a 9-pin, but either way, for a moment, I thought, but what if? Oh god. I mean, Ishanten. Okay, thank god, thank god, thank god. I might have pushed for that. I might have actually pushed for that. I would have dealt in. No, I would have folded. I would have stopped. I wouldn't have gone. There's no way I fight that. If that had been a safe tile, I might have. I would have gone for it if that had been a safe tile. Yeah, best case scenario, I just win with 1,000 points. Kill Toyman, direct hit, whatever. And then just end the game before Kamicha gets before me. That's the best case. But it looks like Toyman's not going down without a fight. They've got the double nun. They've got the points. Dama Pinfu? I would love to. I would love to do that. I could have kept the 8, dropped the 1, and then dropped the 7 and 9 and gone for Dama Pinfu Tanyao or something like that. That would have been funny. Wait. Alrighty, Shanten. If I Pinfu, I Pinfu. If I don't, I'd each. Probably should have dropped the 7 pin before anything else. Oh well. Okay, I guess we're dropping the 7 and the 9. Or at least the 9, so we have to find a different route. I have to find a different way through. If I pick up the 7 man, I can drop the 3 man. Hopefully I don't get toy-toyed from this. Because I really don't have any safe tiles. Pretty much none. It's probably just all Tanya though, but like the Haku's scary. The Haku is genuinely scary. Ush. Do I chi and go for Tanya is the question. I'd have to drop the Haku to do so. And I don't think I can drop the Haku. I don't think I can. I think it's impossible dropping the Haku. I think I drop the 2-3 mans and go for the Haku Tanki and just go for the Tenpai. Oh. He's alive. Toyman is alive. Nan? Dabu Nan? He can Richi. He can fight. Now I'll simply just Sumo Mangan and kill him right here. Is what I would say, but I'm just going to actually pawn stuff. Yes, this is a this is a Daisangen, that's what this is. Perfect. This is Daisangen or Chisangen, Shosangen. That's what this hand is. I've decided. Pawn? Nobody likes a pawner. Oh no, the two so's are being discarded. I guess I'll have to pawn the 3-so and go for Toy Toy. Chira? Chira? Oh. I've decided not to go for Daisanken after all. I think this was a wise choice on my end. Furikome, furikome, asore furikome, asore furikome, oyoisho furikome. Come on, buddy. Deal in. Come on, buddy. You know you want to. Richia! The situation is getting worse. Get double rod. Somebody double rod this guy. Damn it. Yes! That's what we like to see. Each daughter. Oh, 2 daughters? That'll be enough. Nice first place. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Trying to decide if I want to do one more. Yeah. Like, it's 3 a.m. I've been going for about 3 hours. I want to make hot dogs, which is going to take like 20 minutes or something. And I just got a first place, so ending on a good note is always good. Yeah, okay, we'll end here. I've been trying to fix my sleeping schedule so that when I eventually someday get a job, I can not be fucked up. But the more I stream Mahjong, the later I end up staying, so my sleep schedule is kind of slipping away. That's partially why I want to play during the day as well. Oh my god. Hold on. Look at this shit. Not all who stream are as dedicated as you. You belong in a new class of streamer known as affiliates. Take part in this program and start earning on Twitch. Now that is a certified pogged champ. Let's see, who should we raid? Oh, you know what? Let's go raid Navy Boop again. Sure, why not? Let's go raid Navy Boop. I've never raided. I mean, I've like beef raided Navy Boop once, and they're cool. They're pretty chill. You don't need a now. You don't need a real job. It's perfect. Wait. All right. I'll go fill out whatever stupid thing they want me to do for affiliate, and I'll catch